everybody. Happy Monday. How is everybody feeling? Look at all these beautiful faces. Mondays are my favorite. Yay! Aw. All right, let's dig in. So tonight we are going to share all about the basics of how to build this business. And the business is like my favorite thing to talk about. So I'm excited. We are gonna get a screen share going. Bear with me. I am not that tech savvy, y'all, so. Okay, can't see. Can everybody see that? Are we good? We got some heads nodding, thumbs up. All right, we're gonna hit play. So for those who do not know me that are hopping on the call, my name is Gloria McLean and I am a platinum leader with Young Living. We are currently dancing our way to diamond. I have a little like diamond here now beside me. Look at that, manifesting, love it. So this is my why right here. This is the reason that I started to build a business. We wanted another baby so bad 4 years ago. So every time I like see this picture and I see it's amazing what this company and what this can bring us, you guys. And that is time freedom and financial freedom to do the things that mean the most to us. And what we wanted was, I was dealing with chronic health issues for 9 years. I never thought I would be able to have another baby again. I was also working 60 hours a week running a restaurant, so there was no time for that. And we were also in $100,000 worth of consumer debt before I said yes to that starter kit. So wherever you are right now, I just want you to know that there is hope and there is light at the end of the tunnel if you stay consistent and you stay solution focused and you follow the steps that we're about to show you. My whole reason for actually really digging into this business was one day at work, I asked for a day off to go to Miss Danielle here, the one with the really curly high bun there. I asked to get the day off for her first day of school, and I was denied that day. And I wasn't able to take her to her first day of school. And it still makes me emotional. I don't know why. But that is one of the best days that ever happened to me, because it was the day that I decided I would no longer spend all my time and all my energy building somebody else's dream for someone who didn't even care about something as precious to me as my child. And so when Lisa came into work that day, she started at 3. I said, do you actually make real money at this thing? Because I didn't believe that you actually made money in network marketing. I had done it before. I had spent a ton of money. I had made no money. And I just thought all network marketing companies are created the same. And you have to like put in so much money and all this stuff to ever like see anything back. And she showed me her paycheck, which was $3,200 at the time. And to me, that was everything. She was a silver leader. So like, I thought, okay, if I could get silver and I could make $3,000 a month and be home, like that would be a dream come true. I thought like that was winning the lottery of life. I could be a stay-at-home mom, still contribute to the bills, and, you know, possibly have another baby. And just saying, we have since far surpassed $3,000 a month. We actually made $3,000 by day 3 of this month. So I don't share that to impress you in any stretch of the imagination. I say that to inspire you. I say it to show you what is possible for you too, because if I can do this, I truly, truly believe anybody can. So yeah, this is my why. They're the reason that I run every single day. And I think one of the most important things you can have on this journey is a reason why you're doing it. So maybe for you right now, if you're brand new, you can't see silver yet. Maybe that seems too far, and it needs to be believable for you, believable enough that you're going to make the trip and you're going to take the journey. So what I would suggest is breaking it down to where it feels believable. So maybe right now for you, it's getting your products paid for. Maybe it's buying organic groceries at the grocery market. Maybe it's taking your family out for dinners once a month. Like whatever it is for you that excites you and lights you up, get it in your heart, run for it, and then build on that belief as you hit those goals, because you'll hit those goals, I promise. Okay. So I didn't have the time. Like I said, I was working 60 hours a week. I wasn't even able to get Mother's Day, my daughter's first day of school, like Halloween, anything that was like a big day for my family, I was working. weekends, evenings, you name it. So for me to make the time for this, it just goes to show that anybody can. I truly fit it in the cracks at first. I fit it wherever I could. And of course, as you build towards time freedom, then you have more and more and more time to put into it. And it gets really, really, really fun as that happens. So that's also a bonus. I didn't have the knowledge. Y'all, I knew nothing about essential oils. Like I thought they were all created equal. They all just smelled pretty. Like I didn't know about like sesquiterpenes. I don't even know if I'm saying that right still. So you guys, guess what? You don't have to know everything. In fact, don't be the expert. Don't know everything because then no one will do what you're doing. So I didn't have the knowledge, but I did what I knew. And if you guys could have seen my first class, oh my goodness, I should have taped it. I was like dropping oils. I forgot to talk about essential rewards. I was like laughing so nervously because I was so terrified to talk to people about this starter kit that I loved. Like, so you just got to start, okay? I did what I knew. I didn't have the confidence, but confidence came with results. Again, that belief starts building every time you hit those little things. So like after I got my first sign up, it was like, oh, maybe I actually can do this. And then the second sign up, like it builds and builds and builds. I did not see platinum, y'all, I promise. I did not, but it grew into that. Confidence comes with results. I had a lot going against me, dealing with chronic pain in the beginning, working all the time, but I had enough going for me and I had a really strong reason why I wanted to crush it. So that was bigger than any of the excuses I could have made. Didn't matter if I was tired. Didn't matter if I felt like after work I couldn't attend that one-on-one because my why was my babies, and that was bigger than any excuse I had. So I didn't use the excuses I could have used because when there is a why, there is a way. All right, so this is the income potential, and I will let you guys look at that for a minute because those are very real numbers, okay? And when I first saw that, I remember thinking like, yeah, right, nobody makes that kind of money. But it's true, you do. My very first month, just doing a couple of classes and getting loved on by Lisa, my first check was $430. And at the time, being in the debt that I was in, that $430 meant the world to our family. It meant everything. So, I mean, still at this time now, when I share with people and I'm in a class, I actually don't tell them what I make at Platinum. I actually share with them what I made my very first paycheck, because that is more believable to them and that is something that they can strive for, right? So if you're sitting there going, well, it's easy for you to build because you're in this higher rank and you have more influence, you have this money. Actually, the higher ranks can be more intimidating to people, and the time that you're the most duplicable is when people can relate to you. So share that first paycheck, y'all, because $100, $200, $300 means everything for families. That's huge. So don't discredit that. The vehicle to your dreams. So maybe sitting around with women or men and sharing essential oils, smelling oils, drinking wine and tea isn't like the dream job you had. I don't know why, because it's pretty fun, but like if it's not your dream job, but you have a different dream, like maybe you want to open an adoption center, maybe you want to help single mothers, maybe there's something that is on your heart that is like this bigger calling. Well, guess what? This gets to be the vehicle to get you there, because once you have the time freedom and the financial freedom, you can make any other dream come true. Like one of the dreams I had before Young Living ever came into my life was I wanted to coach people. I wanted to help people see how bright and shiny and wonderful they were. So this has been the vehicle for me to like live out that dream job that I had. So it can be the vehicle to your dreams too. Duplication. So this is like my favorite word. If you know me, you know it's my favorite. So this business is about duplication. It's not necessarily what works, it's what duplicates. So sometimes people will try and get really fancy. They want to like, put out a really big spread, or like show like, put out every single product they have of Young Living. They want to like make it really big, and they think the more products people see, like the more they'll sell. And I get how it can look like that, but actually the simpler you make your class, the simpler your snacks, The simpler your presentation, meaning don't be the expert Miss Sciencey, even if you're really smart, just rein it in a little bit, because what you want is you want for the people that are at that class to go, hey, I can do this too. Like I can take what she just told me and turn around and share with or without her tomorrow to my mom or my sister or my best friend, right? And if we overcomplicate or we give too much information or there's too many products out or too many snacks, people will go, oh, this was fun and I'll buy a kit, but I could never put this much food out, or I could never know all the things that she knows. I could never, right? So the simpler, the better. And simplicity is actually one of the hardest skills because we like to overcomplicate things as humans. So it may take some practice, and that's okay too. So if we keep it really simple and we share with 4 friends, and then all those people, because we kept it simple, turn around and share with 4 of their friends, and then those people turn around and share with 4 of their friends, do you see how that can start branching out bigger and bigger and bigger? A lot of people will say to me, well, I don't know enough people to make this work. Honestly, you don't need to know very many people. It's if you're training them and getting the right resources in their hands and keeping it simple enough that they can all turn around and share. Oh my gosh, we have team all over the world. I mean, we have the biggest team going on in South Africa right now. I didn't know anyone in South Africa when I started. I live in Canoe, BC, you guys, like smallest little town. A lot of people are like, what's that? So keep it simple for success. How do we get massive duplication? By plugging everybody into the same system so that we are all duplicating, right? We're like keeping that flow going and that they can turn around and teach it easily. So this is the system that we follow, that we teach, that we train. I have never strayed from one-on-ones. I have never strayed from starting people on a starter kit, on Essential Rewards, all the way to platinum. I'm doing it all the way to diamond. I'm gonna do it all the way to Royal Crown Diamond. So just so you know, it really is that simple. Now, I'm not saying it's always easy, but it is that simple. So we start people with the oils on ER their first month, because when they use the oils, they're gonna have really big aha moments. They're gonna understand that our oils are really powerful and why they want them in every other product that we have, because they're in every product we have, right? They're gonna get it. Also, that starter kit basically is like your natural first aid kit. It's amazing. We can't live without it. We know people can't live without it. Selling somebody a single oil does not change their life, okay? I actually had somebody sell me 2 single oils a year and a half before I met Lisa. And she never got me on a starter kit. She never plugged me into a group. She never got me on a call like this. She never told me about the opportunity. I had no idea. I got orange off of her and lavender, I believe, and I took a bath in orange oil and I burnt myself because I didn't mix it with Epsom salts, because nobody taught me anything. So if I had an account, I went inactive. And when I learned the proper way to do this, I was like, dang, I needed that starter kit so bad all those years ago, because I was dealing with all those issues and I was kind of mad that she didn't share that starter kit with me, because 2 oils don't change somebody's life, right? The second month, we want to get thieves into their home, because we all know how amazing thieves is, right? Like that is a huge step in detoxing your home and your body. And that's when they're going to have even more wins. So now they've got the oils working. Now we're removing all those harmful cleaners in their house. And then the third month, Ninja, because that is going to replenish all like the toxic burden that we've been dealing with from using toxic products for so long. So that 3-step system isn't actually just for us as business builders. It's for our people that we're signing up, because that's the way that they're going to feel their best. Plus, by the time they get to month 3, because they followed this system, now they're at 20% back in ER points. And like, who else gives you 20% back? Nobody else gives you 20% back. Visa gives me 1% cash back. I'm like, thanks, Visa. And Costco's like, pay to shop in my store. So this is like the best rewards program on earth. We know it. That makes us confident when we share it. So also just a note, people don't have to get the Thieves Kit in their second month. They don't have to get the Ninja Kit in their third month. We just offer this to them so that we don't run into their second month them going, well, I don't need any more oils. right? Because that happens if we don't kind of give them like a thing to follow for their toxin-free journey. Like these are the steps that you can take to feel your best. And then the next month, it's not even a thought. They know they want the thieves. They don't have to go, oh, I don't need anything, or I don't know what I need. So it just helps get people to that third month so they can really see how awesome our rewards program is, and they're going to feel amazing, which we want. We want everyone to feel real good. Sometimes my slides get stuck. There we go. So 3 for free is like the best way to share the opportunity with everyone. Again, if I go into a 101 and I'm like, you're going to be a platinum, you're going to be a diamond, like we're going to do all these big things. Like people are like, that's too much for where I'm at right now. But if I say something to them like, when you go home tonight and you put this lavender and northern lights on your big toe and you get oils going in your diffuser and you have the most incredible sleep, you're going to want to share this with your friends. Here is how you sign somebody up. And if you share with 3, your kit is free. That is how I share the opportunity still, because it's not a commitment into a business when people are scared of, right? It's like that, just that little like nudge in, right? Simple is what duplicates. So plant the seed the moment they get their kit. Not, you notice I didn't say, if you ever want to share with somebody, I mean, I don't know, but like if you did, then you could. No, I'm like, when you want to tell, like when you tell your sister, when you tell your mother, or when you tell your best friends, because you're going to be feeling amazing. So like plant that seed and be confident in what we have. Essential rewards is everything. This is your residual income. And it is a lot harder to get some money on ER later down the road than it is just to start them that way in the beginning. So actually, as a team, we just say, we start everyone on ER because you're going to get this free oil when you get your kit, and you're going to get 10% back right away. Don't worry, you're not locked into anything scary, and I've got you. Like, just have that kind of confidence, right, when you're starting someone. And can you even imagine if you were not on Essential Rewards? Like, I can't imagine, you guys. It would be horrible. It's the best thing ever. I mean, I shop in my sweatpants. I don't have to drag my kids from store to store. It's the greatest invention on earth. So, and we don't want them to miss out on that free oil, right? So that's another thing. But it really is the residual income. And I love this graph right here where it shows, oh, there's little red things popping up on the screen, where it shows the pennies growing, because that, if you sign 4 people up on ER in the first month, then they're ordering that Thieves Kit in the second month. And in your second month, when you're still doing 101 a week, you're now adding to that 4, right? You're adding, instead of looking for new people every single month and starting at 0 every single month. Don't do that, okay? That's bad. ER is everything. I think I've drilled it. Enroll and equip. This is so powerful, guys. So when we start somebody, and like I said, that girl that started me, she never plugged me into anything. She never gave me any resources. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a reference guide app. I didn't have anything. So when we share a starter kit with somebody, we really want to make sure that we're welcoming them into a group, that we're getting like a welcome package in their hand. And it can be something as simple as a card and the QuickBook, or the flip book from Jolene. You know what I mean? Just get something in their hand that they can learn. I also tell everyone about the app, because that app on your phone, the reference guide app, that way you're also teaching someone to fish versus giving them a fish. So what I mean by that, let's say somebody messages me and they're like, what oil do I use on a wart? And I'm like, oh, this is the oil that you're going to use. This is the mixture that you're going to use, and this is how you're going to apply it. Then they're going to come back to me every single time they need to know something about how to apply an oil or where to put it. Which, okay, at first, when you have 1 or 2 people on your team, you can do that. But when your team grows to 4,000 and you have 4,000 people messaging you, asking you where to put what oil and where, you're going to be like, this ain't time freedom. So we don't want to do that. We want to teach them where to find the answers. So when we have somebody new, we can say, hey, this is the app that I use, and we can help them and say, this is like what I would do. But we show them where we're getting that answer from. We don't act like we're the expert. Does that make sense? Good. So yes, plus the community is everything. Get them into a group, get them to see the fun, get them to see the support and the positivity. That will keep them in. Okay, I promise. Like, our community is the best. I like miss all my people. So fortune is in the follow up. Follow up 3 days after they get their kit. So 3 days after they get their kit, what I like to follow up with is, hey, how's it going with your new kit? What is your favorite oil so far? Something so simple, right? And then you wouldn't believe how many times people have messaged me and said, oh, I've been so busy, I haven't even opened it yet. And I'm like, huh, like, what if I didn't follow up? You wouldn't have opened it. It would have just sat there in some box, like in a corner. So that follow up is huge, you guys. It seems so simple, but it really is that powerful. And if they're like, I haven't even opened it yet, get them to open it and maybe give them like a diffuser blend that they can try. Say, oh, you should pop this in. You're going to feel amazing and uplifted. Like, message me in 15 minutes and tell me how you feel, right? Get them excited. And if they're like, oh, I've opened it and I've used all of them, but like not digest because that stinks. You're like, oh my gosh, I know it totally stinks when you're new. I know, I felt the same way, but here's how you use that one. And once it works for you, you're going to love it, because we want them to fall in love with all of the oils in the kit, because a confident oil user is a confident oil sharer, right? So we want them using all those oils. I also love to follow up a week before their order comes out. Okay, do not wait until the day their order comes out, like 9:59 at night, like, hey, your order's about to process, right? We don't want to do that. That's stressful. That's not giving somebody a good experience. We don't want to do that. So I follow up a week before, because I like to get to them also before Young Living emails them, right? With that, in 2 days, your auto ship will be coming out, because that's not good. Then they'll be like, oh my gosh, auto ship. I'm scared of that word, right? So we want to love on them before. And that's when I'll like send them a video of thieves. I'll send them something about thieves and be like, I'm so excited for you to get this thieves kit in your home. This is what it did for me. Okay. Also make sure they understand the virtual office. This is a good thing too. So what Tamara does, Tamara Jansen, I can only see like a couple faces right now, so I don't know. But what she does is, when she has a new member, she Zooms with them. And she pops up a share screen like this with the virtual office with them and walks them through it that way. And I thought, like, that's brilliant, because I was just like snapping screenshots on my phone and sending like, here's one, here's two, here's three, like how you get to your essential rewards thing, right? Because we don't want them ordering in that cart. So Zoom call with your new members and like show them the ropes, because once they get confident with that too, like, then we're on, right? Perfect. So, and then the same thing after thieves, follow up, give them ways to mix it, give them ways to dilute it, like tell them your favorite way to use it, and then repeat the same thing with Ninja. Same follow up, right? Same. And then get them pumped up for 20% back, because some people don't even notice that they're at 20% back. Like, if we don't tell them, they don't know, right? They forget, because like so much information comes at them that it's easy for things to go over their head, right? I was like that. I forgot all the things. I was like, sure, okay, great. I don't know what's happening when I was new. It's a lot. So just get them really pumped up for that 20% back, and like tell them how you use your points. Like, maybe show them your points. Maybe show them like a points order you did, right? Get them really excited about that. And then help them ditch and switch the next big thing in their home. For some people, that might be baby products. For some people, it could be makeup. Like, we're going to like speak to their needs. Remember, we are only salesy if we sell a kit and then we ignore people. We don't want to do that, okay? Don't ignore people. Make sure that we are loving on our people. So 101s are the backbone of your business. The reason why they duplicate like a wildfire, you guys, I'm telling you, I have never strayed from the 101. I do not teach other classes, because in the 101, I talk about the thieves kit, I talk about the Ninja, and I really make it about the lifestyle, right? So I make it about the lifestyle, and I don't go on and on and on and on and on about the oils and all the things they can do. I say about 2 or 3 things that they can do. I follow along with my little flip book from Jolene, and I'll have like my thieves laundry soap there. And I won't talk about the whole thieves kit, but I'll just talk about like, oh, and like, you just need a teaspoon. Like, I can't believe how concentrated it is. And I get them excited about that next thing. And with the Ninja packages at the back of the kit, that's the perfect time to give them a little ninja testimony. So it's just planting those seeds, but it's not taking up a lot of time, if that makes sense. What I love about the 101s is anyone with a kit and a script can do it. So everybody already has that kit, right? When I went to Lisa's for my first 101 and I saw her do her presentation, I was like, this is how she's built to silver, is just doing this 101. Like, I have that kit at home and she's reading from a script. Like, I can read from a script too. So I felt like I could do it, right? That's what we want. It keeps focus on new member growth. So I've had some people stray from 101s and their reasoning, and of course it's your business, like you do you. I'm just telling you what's worked for everybody I know that's really, really successful. And I just really want success for each and every one of you too. So the thing is they were like, but I want people to make bigger orders, so I do all these other classes. And what I noticed with those people, because we have a bit of a bird's eye view as you get higher up in ranks, you're seeing teams where it's working, kind of where it's not working. You see the things, right? And I noticed that, yeah, they had people ordering more product. They did, but they had no builders. They had nobody duplicating anything. And I was like, there it is. There's a reason we don't do that, right? It all makes sense. So it keeps the focus on new member growth, and new member growth is inspiring all of your builders up the line. When you keep focusing down here and you're lighting that fire from the bottom and you're bringing new members in, that's just going to keep the momentum train like boop, boop. So trust me, 101s, guys, 101s, 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 rinse and repeat. Duplication is doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, but to new people, okay? So minimum 1 a week. When I first started, I did 1 a week. That's all I could do. But as I started building a team, and then like I wanted to go and support them, and I noticed that when I went to like one of their classes and supported them, it was really like inspirational for those new members, and my builders really appreciated it. So I started doing 3 a week so that I could do 1 for myself and 2 for my members. And we grew, you guys, like boom, 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 because we had that momentum building. It like, think of a snowball building, 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 building to an avalanche, because that's what happened. It took off. So minimum 1 a week to start. And then as you start to find your tribe, then you go and help them build, okay? And right now with classes, because we do a 101 and we didn't do all these other fancy things and trade shows and everything like that take a lot of time, and you don't really get the same connection with people. You don't get to build those relationships. Now we can do them over Zoom, right? Super easy to do over a Zoom. So if you're like afraid to do classes in person right now, or wherever you are, you can't. Zoom classes are so fun. Tell your friends to pour wine and like get on a Zoom together. It is so much fun. Okay, and tailor the kit to the needs of the people you are speaking with. So I use my oils on my kids a lot, but if I go to a 101 and it's like a bunch of 19-year-old girls and none of them have kids, I'm not gonna sit there and talk about how oils work with my kids for an hour, because it's not gonna reach anybody in that room. They're not gonna want a kit because I'm not speaking to their needs. But like, let's say they are all like into like their skin and their hair. I'm gonna be like, lavender for your hair, like, girl, we're gonna make a mermaid spray, it's gonna be great. Like, you can tailor it to the needs, like frankincense for your skin, right? Kind of thing like that. Keep it simple and fun. If your class is longer than an hour, it's too long. You are overwhelming people, okay? I say that with love. That's like red pants love from me. So keep it simple for success. Remember, we don't need to share all the ways they work. I know we could all talk about that kit for like probably 3 days if people let us, because there's so many different ways that they work, but we want to keep it simple. And again, do not be the expert. So inviting is a skill. One of the reasons people have such a bad taste in their mouth for network marketing is because of those people that bombard people, right? Where they haven't heard from them in 20 years and they're like, boy, do I have an opportunity for you. And they become like a spammy pammy. They're just like blanket inviting them to every single thing they're doing. And these people are like, we aren't friends anymore, right? They're gonna block you. Don't do that. Don't be weird. You can be like the good kind of weird where like, you know, let your weird light shine bright so that the other weirdos know where to find you. Like that's the good weird, but just don't be a spammy pammy. So I never just blanket invite to an event. And honestly, still, when somebody blanket invites me, like even on my team, but they don't personally reach out to me and let me know that they actually need me, my assumption is they don't really need me there. Otherwise, they would let me know, right? They're just kind of doing it like to let me know that I'm welcome there, but they don't actually need me. So when somebody messages me and says, Gloria, I've got this like new person that I want to build a business. Like I really need you at this class. Can you please come? I will go if I can, like if I don't have something else, but that makes me like feel connected. There's a reason now why I should go. So it's the same when you're inviting to a class. So if I have a girlfriend that maybe has a newborn, she's not sleeping, she hasn't got out of the house, like she needs community. I'm like, girl, I have got some ways that are going to help you and your baby. And like, just come, leave your credit card at home. But I just really want to see you. I really think this could help you. Come and have a glass of wine and just get a break. Right? I'm speaking to her needs and she knows I really want her there. And it's not about bringing the money. It's just about her coming. It's a very personal connection, right? So you want to make inviting as a skill. Just saying. Action. So get yourself into the action as soon as possible. Do not wait, right? Don't wait till you have a builder. Don't wait till you have 5 builders. Don't wait until you're good. Like just get yourself in there. I just started going to Lisa's classes. Like I didn't know anyone in Canoe that didn't have oils. I was told everybody had oils. The market's oversaturated. There's no success for you here. So I was like, well, I still really love these products. Like, I just want to go learn about them and I'm going to get myself like there and see. And I saw Lisa's success. So I knew like I wanted it. So I just got myself into the class. And when everyone that I knew didn't want to hear anything about essential oils from me, because they didn't at first, that has changed. But when somebody at work finally said they wanted to come to a class because I gave them DiGize and it worked for them, I was like, yes, I'm having a class tomorrow. You should come and learn more. I wasn't having a class tomorrow, but I made a class for tomorrow because I had somebody finally interested, you guys. Like it did not happen quick for me. I didn't hop out of the gate and was like super successful. So if that's you too, it's okay. I feel you. And guess what? You're going to make it. So I had a class, and because I had attended Lisa's classes for a couple of weeks, guess what? I made cross-line connections. I made friends. I met other people who were doing it and loving it and having wins. And guess what they did for me? They came to my class so I wasn't sitting alone trying to convince one girl from work why she needed oils one-on-one, because that's my worst nightmare. Like, honestly, that terrifies me. But I had a group of women there all being supportive and sharing their wins, and it was authentic. And so the girl said yes, and she joined, and she was my first builder, you guys. It was amazing. So I'm so grateful for my cross line. So if you don't have anyone right now, like get to the classes and meet the people that can help you, because we are Team Young Living, okay? Host a class online right now. Like I said, Zoom classes are awesome. Or this says in a home or at a coffee shop. This was like pre-COVID, guys. So right now we can like meet at a park, right? Or the beach, or somewhere where people don't have to be in somebody's space. It's not scary. Like we can make it fun. And don't forget to post those pictures, because then people will get FOMO and they'll be like, they are having fun smelling oils at the beach. Why am I not there? Can I get an invite? So post yo pictures, okay? Do this 3 times a week for ultimate momentum. And like I said, if you're really, really super brand new, just start with 1 until you find your people, okay? So start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. My biggest thing that I say to people, do not wait to be perfect to do this, because you will never be perfect, okay? I promise. I'm still not. I still mess up all the time. So if I would have waited, I'd still be waiting. Don't do that. Do I have to do one-on-ones forever? So this is a question that I get, like, so do you just like do one-on-ones for the rest of your life? Like, is this your life now? Well, for me, yes, because like I love it. Like I love being with my oily people. It's kind of my jam, but you don't have to. What you can do is structure yourself a Royal Crown Diamond, which is 6 people directly below you saying yes to the business, and then help them. and help build them into great leaders by getting them into calls like this and by plugging them into a community of successful people. And once you have like bomb leaders that are doing all of the things underneath you, like you can go and like support and like, you know, go like shake hands, kiss babies, but not yet. Wait till after like all of what's going on right now is done. And then you can do that. But get those 6 legs going, find those leaders, and then you don't have to host them all the time. Once you're Royal Crown Diamond, like you get to start doing like speaking events and like fun things like that, right? So like I said, I'll be doing them because I just love connecting with my people. I think it's so fun. And I just said this, look, it's like I know these slides. I just rocked that out for you. All right, so structure we were talking about. I love structure. It is my jam. It's my favorite. I feel like it's a big puzzle. Like I love building this business. To me, it's so much fun. And so I just really want everyone to understand, to like really focus on structure and learn structure. We only need 6 legs to get to Royal Crown Diamond. That is the top rank of this company. So you don't want to be putting, like Lisa, I believe, had like 42 people directly under her before somebody that like, cause she didn't have an upline really like helping her when she was building. And so finally someone came in and said, whoa, 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 right? But so I just don't want that for you guys. That's something she trained in me from the beginning. And so I'm telling you, 6 people to say yes, then pour everything into those 6. That is your cube of success. And look at this awesome new bonus you guys get. Like we never had this. This is really exciting for you guys. And when we make it about other people in this business and not about ourselves, we win, just so you know, every single time we win. So when you have somebody, like, yes, it's exciting for you to get the bonus, but when we have somebody come in and you explain to them that they can get this $64 bonus, $64.50 bonus, and get them to see structure from that very first class, you're winning. Okay, it's real good. So then get them excited for that senior star, then get them excited for that executive bonus. And that is going to cause so much growth underneath you and get money into people's hands that you love. So it's like a win-win. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Do you guys like my fancy drawing here? It's pretty good, right? Told you anyone can do this. Anyone. So this is my kindergarten drawing for you all. So this is you. This is how you're going to get that star bonus. So you sign somebody up at 100 PV. The top of a leg has to be 100 PVs, but that's easy because you're starting everybody on a starter kit on Essential Rewards. So you've got your 100 PV, no worries, easy peasy. Then you're going to help them have a class and structure just like that. Okay, we want to get them having those 2 legs of 200, and 100 PV has to be at the top of those legs. So bonus points for teaching this to your new people. And even if they're not a builder, you still want to tell them about this, because who doesn't want $64.50, right? Extra. Oops. So you 6 people who say yes. Look how happy that guy is at the top there. He's happy. He's got like people that want to run with him. He's living his best life. That's what you need. These drawings make me laugh so hard. So this is like the secret sauce. Now we're getting into like the secret sauce, okay? Because the steps are simple. Here's where the magic happens. Here's like the behind the scenes. Be excited for your team. Be excited when you do your one-on-ones. And again, it seems really simple, but like if you're having a one-on-one and you're like, let's just say you got your oil and you're like, yeah, so this one's lemon. It makes you really happy. You're going to feel so good and just alive, full of energy. And we're going to talk about the next one now. So just a sec. Let me get this next oil. So this next one, people are not going to watch, guys. They're going to leave. If it's online, they're going to be like, gotta go. The dog's barking, right? You want to show your passion. You do not have to have Gloria level excitement. I understand, like, this is next level excitement. You don't have to be like that. That can scare some people if it's not natural. So like, but be authentically you and be authentically excited about what it's done for you and how it can help other people. That they're going to feel that excitement. Get them excited to attend these Zooms. Get them excited to attend the rallies. Get them excited to attend the events where they're going to learn and grow. Like we have beauty school coming up. Did you guys know that? get people plugged into that, and they're going to learn about all the ways that they are going to, like, they're going to fall in love with all of our skincare line and all of the products that we have because they're amazing. Makeup, skincare, like, get them plugged into that, get them excited. Be excited to see them. One time a girl came into a class and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't think you were coming. Like, I'm so excited that you're here tonight. And I like went over and gave her a hug. And later on she messaged me and she was like, no one has ever been that excited to see me. You just made my whole year. And like, we have superpowers, you guys. I don't know if you know that. Just by making people feel seen and valued, and that you're really honored that they're there for you and that they're giving you that time commitment, right? Because time is our most valuable commodity. Get them excited to earn an income and dream again. This is huge. Help people dream again, you guys. Like, people don't dream enough these days. Just be excited for them. This is not about you. Let them be the hero of their own story. Don't own other people's success, okay? Like, let them be the hero. You're the Sherpa. You're like guiding the people up the mountain, but like, you're like, you got this. You're amazing. Like, I'm gonna show you how to do it, but like, you're the hero, okay? You're the Sherpa. Excitement and passion fuel your business, and it makes people want to run with you because they feel your passion and they know that you're going somewhere and they want to follow. Events. Oh my gosh, I have so much love for events. Like, how many people had their biggest breakthrough at an event? Like, for me, yes. I went to a GoPro event in Vegas, and there was a mom on stage, and she was one of the top income earners in like all of network marketing, like not just one company, like out of all of the companies. And she was like, the day I was a nurse, and the day I couldn't get off for my son's second birthday was the day I decided I was going all in. And she started crying, and she was like sharing her journey. And I was in the nosebleeds at this like 8,000 person event, crying in the background. And I was like, yes, I'm going to do this too. She did this. I'm going to do this. We have the same story. So you just never know who's going to speak to you at these events. Connections happen at events. That's where you're going to meet your cross line. That's where you're going to like meet your new best friends. Like, you just never know who could become your new best friend. Like, I've met so many best friends on this journey, you guys. Events, oh my gosh, they're magic. They light the fire in you so you can go pour over into your team. They keep you remembering what you're running for. They grow our belief to the point where we are unshakable. Like, y'all, people can send me any article from anybody about why Young Living sucks, and I'm like, I'm unshakable because I have been to the farms. I have gone and stayed at the farms. I have stomped on the chips and made the oils. I've met the people that work behind the scenes. Like, I'm unshakable in my belief. Like, I know what I'm offering people, right? So events are going to give you that, where you're going to really see the heart of this company behind the scenes, not just what it's done for you, but what it's doing like on a massive scale. And they're so fun. So the goal should also be to bring more people back each time with you. So that was my goal. When I was in Vegas, I was like, oh, I'm going to come back next time with like 10 people. And then the next time I was like, I'm going to come back with 20 people next time. And I did. I hit it every time. The goal that I set, I was like crushing it. But if you don't set those goals and you're not intentional, you're not even going to try, right? So you want to set the goal to bring more people back to the Monday night calls, to the rallies, to whatever. Fill your calendar at the start of the month. Don't just wait to see where the chips fall. That is being on defense in your life. That's like, you don't know like what's coming in down the field, right? Like, you want to be on offense. You want to know where your time falls, where you're fitting your business in, when you're doing your classes. And also, I do this with my family. Like, this is my date night with my husband. I know I have this like work booked that I need to get done. This is my day with my daughters, where we have like mom and daughter time. Because if I don't write it on the calendar, it's so easy for me just to say, yes, sure, I'll do that. Sure, I'll hop on that Zoom. Sure, I can coach you. Sure, I can do this. And all of a sudden the month's gone by and I'm like, I haven't spent enough time with my family and I'm burnt out. And I don't want that for you guys, okay? I want you to enjoy it and to feel refreshed, and we can't pour from an empty cup. So don't just wait and see where the chips fall. Like, be intentional, treat your business like a business, okay? If you were working anywhere else, you'd have a schedule, right? So make your own schedule. You're your own boss. It's exciting. I love that we get to make our own schedule, y'all. So fill your calendar before the start of the month. A hobby is when you fit it in wherever you feel like it, right? A business is when you're like, no, I know what's happening. I know the OGV I want. I know how many classes I need to do to get it. I know my team's goals and I know what I need to do to help them. And I know what my family goals are as well and what I need for myself. Okay. Plant seeds daily. So something that I've done recently is I've gotten a really big whiteboard. We talked about this at our leadership retreat this weekend. I need a really big one that like stares me in the face. It can't be in a book tucked away. Otherwise, I don't see it and it doesn't work great. So I have a really big whiteboard with 12 things I need to do every single day that are going to compound into the most successful version of myself. And one of the things that I have on there is plant seeds. So reach out to 2 new people every single day. And it doesn't take long. It just takes me a few minutes, you guys. But I'm telling you, when I'm planting 2 seeds every single day, I'm going to have a really big harvest season because I've been intentional about planting and watering and nurturing. And sometimes it's as bold as, hey, I just had this amazing weekend and I know we've never talked about business, but like, man, all I could think of was how much I wanted you there. And I just think we could have so much fun. Like, would you be willing to just watch this quick video on the opportunity? Because then you're not putting pressure on them. You're not saying like you have to, or right? You're just saying, would you watch a video? And then it takes 2 minutes to watch or 5 minutes to watch. There's lots of really great little videos out there that we can send people. And just, it can be as bold as that. It can be about a product. Like if I see someone complain about something on social media, like their son is like having stomach issues every single day, I can reach out in a personal message, y'all. Don't write it in the comment section because people will tear it apart, or other people will be like, no, do Tara, don't know this, blah, blah. Personally message people and just say, hey, I saw that your son is suffering. Maybe I can help. That statement alone is a powerhouse statement, you guys. I see you're suffering. Maybe I can help. It's not like I'm going to help. This is going to work for you. I know I'm the expert. It's just maybe it can. Maybe we'll try something. And if that doesn't work, we can try something else, right? Because what works for me doesn't work for everybody else. So we don't ever want to make bold statements like this is going to work for you because we don't know. So, and just like medicine, a doctor can't say that about a medication either, right? We'll try this. And if this doesn't work, we'll try something new, right? So same with oils. And then that gets a conversation started. And then sometimes it's just reaching out and being like, oh my gosh, I was listening to like 90s hip hop today and I heard that song that we used to dance to like back in high school and it made me think of you. Remember when like we used to like da da da, and I get a conversation going. Because then we start talking and we start rebuilding that relationship. And then when the time comes to invite them to something that will be great for them, it's not out of the blue. I've planted that seed and I've been nurturing that relationship, and then it's time to plug them in. So planting seeds is huge. 15-minute blitz. I love this one. So I set a timer. I am ADHD. I don't know if you guys have noticed that about me. I'm very like, ooh, shiny, ooh, shiny. So I have to set a timer. Otherwise, like squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. And then I don't answer any incoming messages for 15 minutes. Everybody has 15 minutes in their day. And I love that Lauren Bannister, she is almost a platinum leader on our team. What she does is she goes over to Instagram and she goes and makes connections with all new people for 15 minutes. So if you're sitting there going, but I don't know anyone else to reach out to, I've already been doing the 15-minute blitz and I feel like I'm running out of people. What she does is she goes over to Instagram, she searches hashtags for things that matter to her. So for her, it's like homestead, chickens, homeschooling, like that kind of thing. She searches for that for people that really like she really truly connects with. It's not fake, it's very authentic. And then she goes and likes 5 of their pictures. Because then when they open their Instagram, they're going to see 5 notifications in a row with your name on it, which is super hard to ignore. And then she sends them a message in their inbox and says like, hey, oh my gosh, I was just checking out your profile. Like we have so much in common, da, 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 and gets a conversation started. Okay. So it can be like that. It can be sending out 15 minutes of gratitude and love to your team, just like 15 minutes of pure connection. I like to do it in the morning because then I have a trail of people to follow up with all day. So that's why I like to do it in the AM. But wherever you can fit it in your life, okay? And have fun when you're doing it. It has to come from a space of joy. Otherwise, like, what are we doing? Okay. Farmer versus hunter. People know when they're being hunted, you guys. They are not stupid. They know if you're not being authentic. They know, like, I love this, like, about to eat this idiot, hashtag blessed. Like, he's not falling for it. He knows what's happening. So, farmer, that's again like planting the seeds, nurturing. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. We are in this for the long haul. Tamara Jansen took a year and a half, you guys, to like sign up on my team. Like my cousin Laura took like 2.5 years before she came to me. And like, you know what I mean? Some people just take longer, but because I honored their no and I didn't push myself and I like did it the right way, by the time they were ready, guess who they came to? Right? Because I didn't hunt them. I didn't harass them. I like honored where they were at, but I also didn't give up. I also kept like checking back on Tamara. I also kept like, you know, so I'm doing this class in Calgary. Like, what do you think? And if she would say, oh, no, not this time. That didn't mean like, oh my gosh, I'm never asking her again. I'm mortified. It was like, okay, I'll ask her the next time. Because she didn't say, don't ever message me again. If someone says that, then don't. Don't bug them again. Hopefully you don't run into that. I haven't yet. So that's the good news. After 4 years, guys, that's pretty good. Love on your team, encourage them, support them. They are your tribe, love them hard. It's such an honor to have them, right? If your actions inspire others to do more, learn more, become more, that's when you know you're a leader. That's when you've stepped into leadership. Congratulate them on their wins. Encourage them when they miss, because y'all, we miss all the time, those goals. But guess what? We don't set those goals so that we hit them every single time we set them. We set them, and then even if we fall a little bit short of that goal, we've still grown. We've still been going towards it, right? And we're still happy. So it's okay to miss, by the way. But congratulate them, love on them, tell them when they are doing great. Send them recognition gifts, okay? People will do more for praises than raises, I'm just saying. So, and if you can't afford to send gifts, send a card. People love getting mail that isn't bills, okay? People are like, yes, that's true. And then this is my favorite slide of all times because FOMO is my favorite. So there's this. Sprinkle a little bit of FOMO. So for those that are like, what in the world does FOMO mean? Like, I have got so much to learn. FOMO means the fear of missing out. They're like, dang, they're having fun over there on that oily adventure. And I want a part of it, even though I'm stubborn and I don't want to admit it, but I'm secretly watching them. People have watched me that I haven't even known were watching me. And then they like message me and they're like, I've been watching you for 3 years. And I'm like, you've never commented, but they are watching. So stay encouraged, you guys. FOMO is powerful. So I'm going to show you FOMO. This is FOMO, okay? This is FOMO. It's not me saying, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product all the time, right? Because again, if we do that all the time, people will probably unfollow us because nobody wants to see a walking advertisement all the time. But when I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the life that Young Living is giving me. This is what it's done for me. This is the expansion that has happened. This is the community that I have now. These are the wins. And they see that, they're like, oh, wow, yeah, like I see it. And I want a part of that. I made a post one time about like, I can't believe I'm 34 and I still get to have sleepovers with all my girlfriends. Like I thought these days were over. Best life ever. That's literally all I said. And I had someone message me the next day, like, I want to have sleepovers with my friends still. Like, how do I do that? I didn't even say anything about oils or Young Living, but they knew and they wanted a part of that. So speak to people's needs and community, y'all, we need it more than ever, right? Community is huge. Product FOMO is also a very real thing, okay? So I see like I said, I can't see very many of you, but I can see Tanya and I see her shelf behind her. And I'm like, what's on that shelf? Like, I need to know what she's got on that shelf. I want to smell it all. So have the products behind you in pictures. Have them in your house when people come over. Like if you're telling everybody about a toxin-free lifestyle and they come over and you have Dawn dish soap at your sink, they're probably like, I don't really think she cares about my health. I think she's just trying to sell me something because she ain't even using the thieves, right? So product FOMO is a real thing. Have them out, have them displayed, have a barbecue with friends and like have your oils diffusing. People walk in, they're like, oh my gosh, it smells real good in here. I said I would never be a part of that thing, but man, I want my house to smell this good, right? Product FOMO is a real thing. Like I look at this picture and I'm like, oh, I want all of that stored underneath my sink. That's a real pretty picture right there. So share about the product, give samples to people. Lisa gave me 1 can of Zing, you guys, before I was enrolled. I don't know if you guys have tried Zing. 1 can, it's over for me. I order it every time it's in stock. Last time I was in stock, I ordered 7 cases because the products are amazing. So share them with people. Give them a shot of Ninja. Like, let them experience it. And if somebody, by the way, pro tip, always share oils from the starter kit with new people. Okay, don't share anything outside the starter kit because they're not going to want the starter kit if you're sharing something that's like from the US side and they can't get it. And it's like, then you're not starting people the right way. So if somebody is like, I'm having a lot of trouble sleeping, do you have anything I can use? I also never just give them lavender, because then they're only going to want to buy lavender. Like, I don't want them to buy a single oil. I want them to get that starter kit. So I'm going to put lavender, northern lights, some frankincense, some copaiba to make it extra strength. Because then when they're like, whoa, that worked, because it will, they'll be like, what was in that? That was amazing. I'll be like, oh my gosh, these 4 oils, they're all in the kit. Don't even worry, I've got you. Like, and you get a diffuser with it, right? And then they're hooked. So like blend in a few other oils in there from the kit. Don't just give them 1. And this is another favorite picture of mine. None of this advice that I'm giving you matters if you're vibing low, right? Like, womp womp. Has anyone seen the Debbie Downer skit on SNL? It's so funny. Like, every time someone says something exciting to her, she like totally bums people out with like bad news. And they're like, oh my gosh, we don't want to be around this woman anymore. She's just such a bummer. We don't want to be that, okay? I'm sorry if anyone's name is Debbie. This is not a personal attack on you. It's just so funny. So the best way to describe this for me is think of an AM FM radio. So when we're tuned into the FM station, can we attract the AM station? It's a totally different frequency, right? You can't listen to the AM station on the FM station. So it's the same. Like, if you're really negative and you're living from a space of negativity and lack and like just like low vibes, we're not going to attract the people we want to attract. They are on a different playing field than us. So we need to raise our vibe up to that FM station so we can be attracting like all the good vibes. Okay. So you will not attract positive people from a negative space. And even if you do, they probably won't stick around very long. So our main job is to stay in tune to the FM station, AKA positive vibes. I can't tell you how many times I've had no-show classes, or like people have said they're going to show up to like a business thing and then last minute canceled, like all those things that could have made me feel like, oh my gosh, I suck at this. Like, what did I do wrong? I'm doing all the things. But instead, I put a really fun song on, because you can't be moody while you're shaking your booty. I don't know if you know that, but write that down. And I would raise my vibe right away, because I'm like, what am I attracting from this space of lack and telling myself I'm not good enough because people aren't here? Like, I'm freaking good. I got this. Like, other people are doing this, which means I can do this too. So get yourself back up in that FM station. So this is the emotional guidance scale. So upward spiral, right? We've got contentment, which is like you're kind of doing all right at contentment, but you're still pretty low. You're almost on the downward spiral. It's not like the best place to be. I've lived in that space, you guys. No, don't do it. So we can like walk up the scale. So hopefulness, optimism, positive expectation, and belief. I feel like Young Living is like the answer to all of this, you guys. I feel like it gives you all these positive things. Enthusiasm, passion, and the number one best place that you can live from and vibe from is joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, and appreciation. That's why gratitude journaling is so powerful, you guys. And that's why whenever I create my vision, I create it from a space of joy. Like, what brings my soul the most joy? What are truly the things that make me happy, and how can I live my life where I'm doing more of that? Okay. Downward spiral is, okay, you see the worst of the worst is being a victim. Womp, 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 right? We don't want to do that. So we need to move up. Insecurity, guilt, and unworthiness, jealousy, hatred and rage, revenge, anger. I was so surprised to see like hatred and rage was higher on the emotional scale than jealousy and insecurity. Isn't that crazy when you see it like that? So we really don't want to be in that space because we're not going to attract good things. We're not going to be in that FM station when we're feeling like that. So we got to lift our vibe. So how do we do that? I'm going to show you really quick, if my slides will let me. So how to raise our vibe. Practice gratitude every single day. Every morning, I start my morning by writing out what I'm grateful for. It doesn't take much time, but I promise you, if you do it in the morning, it's going to change your whole day. Okay? Don't forget this step. It's so important. And actually, the best way to like climb up the gratitude ladder is to give gratitude away. When we give something away, it actually comes back like even more. Like if I message someone in the morning and I'm like, dang, I'm just so grateful for you. Like, I'm so happy you're in my life. You mean so much to me. Like, I just really wanted you to know that. And then they come back with like, you just made my whole day. I'm over here crying because you don't know how much I needed to hear that right now. Selfishly, I'm like, ooh, I feel so grateful for that. Like that makes me feel so good that I just made somebody's whole day. So giving gratitude away is the fastest way to receive it. Love for yourself as well as love for others. You have to have love for yourself. You have to have love for yourself because if you don't truly love yourself, like how do you even pour from that space? Okay. So like whatever you got to do, put post-it notes all over the place that tell you how badass you are, because you're beautiful, you're amazing. Know that. The quicker you know that, the quicker you're going to rise. Okay. So let me be the first to tell you, if no one's ever told you, that you're freaking amazing, you're so beautiful, and your butt is out of this world. Okay. Perfect. So generosity, giving pulls you up. Like, have you ever bought a coffee for somebody? It's like $1.25 or something. And you're like, oh, I feel so good. Like you just feel real good after that. So like giving compliments, giving coffee, sending a letter to somebody, like it feels so good. It pulls us right up to that joyous place. Forgiveness, blame is really, really, really low energy. And we talked about this a little bit this weekend at a leadership retreat, but forgiveness isn't about the other person. And it doesn't mean you allow that person to ever hurt you again. And it doesn't mean you give them space back in your life if somebody has hurt you. Depending on like what the situation, of course, everybody's different. But when we hold on to anger and resentment towards what somebody has done for us, and some are holding on to it from like 30 years ago, 20 years ago, because I was one of those, that's why I can speak on it like that, where I was holding on to anger that somebody did for me. And I realized like, wow, this other person doesn't even know that I'm sitting over here angry. Like it's doing nothing to them. It's only hurting me and it's keeping me low. Right? So forgiveness is like a release. If we can hold on to that, we can also let it go. How powerful is that, right? Forgiveness is huge. Eat high vibe foods. Acidic foods lower your vibe. Like I know at the time it tastes really good, but like we went out for a meal last night and we were like, oh yeah, fried food. We were like eating it like, this is the best. And then like an hour later, we're like, where's the essential zymes? This was the worst decision ever. I'm so tired. I feel gross, right? So it just like lowers our vibe. P.S. Essential zymes do help, like so good. All you need to have those two. It's a must have. Meditation, prayer, breath work. I love starting my day in prayer. My prayer personally that I do every single morning is, who do you want me to talk to today? Where do you need me to go? Who can I surprise today? Just like use me as a vessel because like I don't know all the things, but I know you do. Like whatever it is you believe in, whatever that is for you, maybe it's your higher self, maybe it's the universe, maybe it's God, but like give it over to somebody else. Don't carry all the weight on your shoulders. It's like a release. It's amazing. I can't do meditation. Again, I'm like, my brain does not work that way. I'm sitting in meditation like, why am I sitting like this for so long? How do people do this? When can I have a snack? This is so boring. How do people not think? My brain can't stop thinking, right? Like it just starts going. If you can do meditation, amazing. Do that, like whatever works for you. I love breath work. Just like breathing really deep in and out gets me out of my head into my body. And so that's a great way to just disconnect from the racing thoughts and like get into a space of joy for me. Samantha Skelly, by the way, is an amazing breathwork coach. She gives like free videos on Instagram if you are interested. You might feel like you're going to pass out the first time you do breath work. I'm just going to tell you that, but it does get better because we don't really take deep breaths ever. We just walk around kind of barely breathing all day, right? It's so funny when you start to actually breathe. Reduce and eliminate toxins from your body. You guys, we are already winning. Yay, Young Living, we're winning. Be positive. That's an easy one. What you think about, you become. So your thoughts shape your entire life. What you think about, you become. Because what we think about is the action we're going to take, right? If we don't believe we're worthy of reaching silver, if we don't believe that we can make the trip, like, are we going to take the actions to get there? No, right? But if we're like, oh my gosh, this is inevitable for me, like, I'm going to rock this, I'm an RCD, like, whether people show up or don't show up, it's just a part of my journey, I'm going to do this, like, then you're going to take the action with excitement. So your thoughts shape your reality, and your words shape your life. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how powerful your words are. If you don't know it, they are so powerful. Like, how many of you know that try is like the worst freaking word you can say when you're building a business? Do you know how bad try is? Like, oh, I'll try and make it. Oh yeah, I'll try and be there. Oh yeah, I'll try and hit that goal. Try is kind of like a way to say, like, maybe I will, maybe I won't, you know, like, kind of gives me a scapegoat. But when you're like, I am doing this, I am going to show up, I will be there, right? Do you see the difference in those words? Because now I'm committed. Now I'm speaking like life over my business, right? So maybe I'll be a Royal Crown Diamond. No, I am going to be, or I am going to get my products paid for, or I am going to be an executive. Like, I am going to do that. Words like can't, hope is even one, because hope is like, it, I don't really know, I'm not in control, right? Can't is an easy one. Want is a one that a lot of people don't know about. I want that means like I don't have it, right? It means like I don't have it, but I want it, right? So when you're writing in your journal or you're doing vision work or anything like that over your life, remember, I am this. I will have this. I am working towards this, right? Like, powerful words. Conscious Language by Sonia Swanson on YouTube. She goes over all of the words and like their power. So if you need more of that, go look at that. So number 11, you are amazing. Stop acting like it. Feelings of self-doubt, comparison, unworthiness are all super low vibes. You are you. That is your superpower, you guys. That is your superpower. Your story is going to resonate with somebody. Like, some people will say to me, like, I don't have a powerful story like you, or I don't have like a big health win, or I don't have like a big thing like that. But do you know how many people also don't have that and are waiting for your story that you think is really little? They're waiting for you. Like, your tribe is waiting for you to share. So share. That's your superpower. Consume high vibe movies, books, and podcasts. I watched like The Shining when I was very young because my sister's 9 years older than me, and like had it on, and I walked out and saw the part where there was like that ghost girl in the bathtub. Do you guys remember that? I saw that one scene and I checked behind the shower curtain for like 20 years of my life after that. I'm not even kidding. Our subconscious is so powerful. Things get imprinted on there. So when we watch like really scary things, or we read really terrible news, and we're like really filling ourselves with this negativity, it's all leaving an imprint on there. Okay. So we, like, our brains are like a computer. So what are you downloading? Who are you hanging around with? Like, what books are you reading? Really think about that, because whatever we're allowing in our space is getting programmed into our brain. So like, I don't want it if it's not like positive music, if it's not like a book that's going to help me or be right. Like, I don't want to be in that like faint or freeze kind of mode. I want to be like inspired and learning and growing. So really pay attention to what you're surrounding yourself with. Surround yourself with people who want to see you rise. How many people know crabs in the bucket? Right? Yes, where they're like, you're trying to be successful. Never. Get back down here to this level where you belong, right? Because that's what crabs do when one crab tries to get out of the bucket, if you don't know. So, and you know, sometimes that's family. And I'm not saying like cut your family out of your life if they're like that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is just like surround yourself with people who want to see you win. who are really excited, and you can share your really big, scary dreams with them, and they're supportive. Okay? Don't share your big dreams with small-minded people. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Grow every single day. Personal development keeps you growing. Your business will only grow as big as you grow yourself. Honestly, if you've stopped growing and you feel stuck, ask yourself, like, am I doing the personal development and taking the action I need to take? Because if you're just taking action, but you're not growing into a better leader for your team, like a better parent or a better friend or a better wife or a better husband, like if you're not doing that, things get stagnant. We're either growing or we're shrinking, okay? Get in touch with nature every single day, because the constant buzz of technology is too much. We weren't meant to take in this much information. Sometimes if I'm feeling like anxious or overwhelmed, I'll like get my oils on, I'll just go outside and stand barefoot in the grass. Or I'll go sit on the grass and put my hands on the grass, and I'll just like get super grounded, okay? And that is just, nature is just so good for us. It's so good for our soul, so get in there. And 16, dance. Again, you can't be moody when you shake your booty. It's not possible. I've tried it. It'll snap you out of a bad mood really quick. Find your favorite song and just like start being really weird. Doesn't matter. Dance like nobody's watching. So action take 2. Now that you are vibing high and you have the tools, let's revisit the action. Consistent, imperfect action from a place of joy, love, and gratitude will beat out any other skill. There are people that are prettier than me, that are smarter than me, that are more organized than me, that have more time than I have. But you know what? I show up every day. And that's my superpower. And I show up from a place of like, this is awesome. My team's awesome. I'm so grateful. And even when I only had one person on my team, I was like, I have one person on my team. This is the best thing ever. I'm so excited and happy that I have this one person. I have never compared and gone, well, I only have one. This person has 10. And like, if only I had like their situation, I would be da 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 da. I've never had that attitude. And I really believe that's why we've grown so fast, is because of that space of gratitude. It just like pulls in more to be grateful for, right? It pulls in more abundance. So whatever we're giving out is what we're getting back. If I told you you had to host 600 101s to become an RCD, how many classes would you do a week? How fast would you get there? Do not measure your journey by time. Measure it by the actions that you are taking. You are not leaping toward your dreams. You are building a bridge, brick by brick, action by action, class by class, event by event. You get closer to the other side each time you lay that brick. So if you knew I only have to do 600 classes, that's what I have to do to get to RCD. And even if no one shows up, and even if like I fumble, and even if I'm not perfect, I just have to take these actions and keep showing up and being consistent, right? That changes things a little bit. So keep showing up. And don't forget to have so much fun, you guys, because I look back at even my first year when it was the hardest, because your first year is the hardest. You're pushing that car uphill. You're looking for people that want to do this with you. And some days can be really tough. And I know, because I've been there. And that's the beauty, is every RCD has been there. We've all started with the same kit. We all had to do the same work. We've all gone through the same doubts, but we just didn't give up. We had fun. Okay. And when I look back, I'm like, man, those were some really fun days, like doing those one-on-ones at the coffee shop when I was still so new and like learning and getting to know all the girls. Like we had so many fun road trips. Like it has just been the best journey. It's not about the destination, you guys. Like the destination's great, but like it's the journey it takes to get there. So enjoy it. I love you all. Thank you so, 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 so much for spending your time with us tonight. We appreciate your time so, so much. Have an amazing rest of your evening, and we will talk to you guys very, very, very soon. Next Monday, we'll be posting that soon. Plug your people in. Be excited, okay? Mwah! Love you all. Go live your best life, please. Let's go create positive ripples for the world. We need it more than ever, right? Yes. I see a lot of happy faces. Okay. Mwah. Bye, everybody.